Welcome wanderers to Wanderlust Stories, a place where the world's most fascinating Wanderlust tales come alive. My name is Wanderlust, and today I'm taking you somewhere we all dream of visiting, the crystalline islands of the Seychelles. But not everything in paradise is as it seems. This is the story of two sisters, Zinzi and Nandi, and the gold necklace that changed everything. It started like a dream. Zinzi, 21, and her younger sister Nandi, 19, had saved for this trip for over 2 years, backpacking across Europe, skipping coffee runs, picking up freelance work late into the night. The Seychelles was their shared goal, a gift to themselves, a sacred escape. They arrived on La Digue, the third largest island, known for its granite boulders and pink sand beaches. Bougainvillea spilled over stone walls. Giant tortoises wandered freely. The ocean shimmered in shades of turquoise and glass. Their Airbnb sat just outside a vanilla plantation, with a wraparound porch that creaked softly in the wind. Zinzi loved mornings. She'd walk to the shore with a journal, dipping her toes in the surf. Nandi preferred sleeping in, headphones in, sketching from the bed. Different rhythms, but always together, until they found the necklace. They were exploring the Anse Source d'Argent coastal trail when they stumbled on a small, hand-carved sign, Marché au Trésor, treasure market. It was hidden in a grove of palm trees, lit only by dappled sunlight. No tourists, just a line of wooden stalls. A woman in white linen and a sun hat waved them over, her eyes hidden behind dark, vintage sunglasses. "Something special?" she asked. Her voice was soft, strangely melodic. Zinzi pointed to a necklace half buried in velvet, a delicate gold chain with a teardrop-shaped charm engraved with what looked like coral or veins. "How much?" Zinzi asked. The woman smiled. "For you, a memory. Just promise me, don't wear it at night." They both laughed. Nandi whispered, creepy, but Zinzi bought it anyway. The first night, Zinzi wore it to bed. The dreams came instantly. She was underwater, the ocean strangely quiet, but her chest ached like she had run for miles. In the dream, she saw a woman walking along the seabed, hair flowing like black ribbons. The woman turned, and Zinzi gasped. She had no eyes. Zinzi woke with a start. Her sheets were soaked. Nandi sat at the edge of her bed, confused. "You were whispering," she said. But it wasn't in English. The necklace burned cold against Zinzi's chest. That morning, the island felt different. The birds were too quiet, the waves too still. Zinzi said nothing. She wore the necklace again. Each night brought a new dream. Each dream ended the same way, drowning. During the day, Zinzi began to act distant, paranoid. She claimed she could hear someone humming, always behind her. Nandi chalked it up to exhaustion, maybe the heat. But then Zinzi began sketching, obsessively. Images of the same woman, coral growing from her skin, hollow eyes, a cracked smile. Nandi begged her to take the necklace off. Zinzi refused. On their 6th day, the island felt heavier, like the air itself had thickened. Zinzi barely touched her breakfast, eyes vacant, lips whispering silent words that Nandi couldn't catch. Her skin had paled, her movement slow, like she was moving through water even on land. Zinzi insisted they hike to Anse Marron, a secret cove whispered about in forums, but barely marked on any map. Locals avoided it, said the tides turned fast, unpredictable. But Zinzi was insistent. "She wants to show me something," she muttered. "It's the only way to understand." Nandi hesitated but followed. The hike was brutal. Jagged rocks, slick, moss-covered stones, and crashing surf below. At one point, Zinzi cut her palm but didn't even flinch. She simply smeared the blood across her thigh, like a marking. Nandi asked if she was okay. "She's almost here," Zinzi said. When they finally reached the cove, something was off. The sky had dimmed, though it wasn't yet noon. The light bent strangely, as if the air itself was warped. The cove was eerily silent. No birds, no wind, only the deep rhythmic pull of the tide. Without a word, Zinzi stepped into the surf, waist deep, arms loose at her sides. The water churned around her ankles, darker than it should have been. Nandi shouted, but Zinzi didn't turn. "She's waiting," she said in a voice not entirely her own. Softer, more melodic, almost familiar. Her eyes rolled upward. Her lips moved, whispering a language Nandi didn't know. Then Zinzi collapsed, vanished beneath the waves. Nandi screamed and plunged in after her. But the water was freezing, impossibly cold. It didn't feel like the Indian Ocean anymore. It felt like a void. No sand, no bottom, just endless drop. Shapes moved in the water, flickers of motion just beyond vision. A hand brushed her ankle, or maybe seaweed. Nandi kicked frantically, heart pounding. She dove deeper, eyes stinging. And then Zinzi surfaced. She gasped violently, as though breaking through from another world. Her eyes were milky white, and her lips moved as if finishing a sentence whispered in the deep. The necklace? Gone. They sat on the rocks afterward, trembling, salt drying on their skin. Neither spoke. Nandi noticed a mark on Zinzi's neck, a faint coral-like imprint, red and raw. That night, Zinzi was herself again, weak, pale, but present. She whispered, "It wanted me to remember." The next morning they returned to the market, but it was gone. No stalls, no palm grove, just wild grass. Where it once stood, a single-shell necklace hung from a tree. Not gold, no charm. Just a message scratched into bark, memory kept, debt paid. They returned home changed. Zinzi threw out all her jewellery. She painted only landscapes now, always oceans, always empty. Nandi never spoke of the necklace again, but sometimes when she closes her eyes she hears humming. And always, just at the edge of her mind, she sees the woman, not angry, not sad, just waiting. Thank you for wandering with me through another tale from paradise, where even beauty has shadows. Until next time, my fellow wanderers, stay curious, stay cautious, and always listen for the whispers.